Hey coaches, it is your leader, Ashton Meyer, founder of Believe to Achieve Team and 2-star diamond qualifying coach. And today I want to come to you guys about taking that next step. Now, a lot of us can get really frustrated in things, right? Because we join as a coach because we have these big dreams, we have these big goals, we have this vision in our mind of what we are going to do with our lives, with this freedom that we want, and how amazing it's going to be. All these pink, fluffy bunnies and rainbows and clouds and stuff. It's amazing, right? We see all these things that we never thought we could see before. And what happens is we go on this journey, everything starts hitting really well. We're excited. We're so excited about doing what it is that we're going to do because we're going to help people and we're going to achieve our goals and we're going to help other people achieve their goals. And it's just this amazing, fantastic feeling. And we're going and we're going and we're going and then whoop, what happens? We fall in this dip is what I want to call this. And we're in this dip of frustration because everything was going great. And then all of a sudden we hit this little dip. And it's about getting and pushing through that dip. You guys went and became coaches because you saw something big. You saw something that you wanted to do. You have this dream and this goal for you. And I want to let you know that there are going to be times that you're going to be in a dip. There's going to be times that you are going to have frustration. However, if you can push through it and you can go all in, what's the point in joining in on something and just giving it half of the amount of effort? Why? Why give it half of the amount of effort? Or why, if you're going to go in, go all in. If you are a discount coach, then that's understandable. But if you're in this and you're like, I want to be the CEO of my own business, I want to be my own boss, I want to do things that I never ever thought I could imagine before, but all of a sudden you're going great and you fall in that dip and you're like, yep, nope, that's it. Yep. I thought things were going to go great and then they're not. But what really happens is it's your mindset. Your mindset hits you and you stop and you get frustrated and you think that that there's no way to go, there's no way out, and that's really not it. You have the ability to push through these moments, but what happens is it becomes easier to quit and give up. It's easier to quit than it is to push through this dip and go past it. So that's what we have a tendency to do. We have a tendency to quit and give up because it's easier. And think about that for a second. You're talking to your clients about never giving up, about not quitting. You're going to have moments that you fall off the wagon, but you get back on because you have that strong why. You have that strong goal. You have something in front of you that's pushing you and driving you to go forward. But instead, you're following a path of quitting because it's easier to quit than it is to push through something that's hard. If that is what you are telling your clients, then why is it that you are going to stop when it becomes hard? We can't predict what's going to happen in our lives. Just like the wind, it changes. We can't predict it. It just happens, and it usually changes when we don't want it to, right? Things are going great, and then something changes in our lives that hits us, and we're like, yep, nope, I am so not doing this. I'm done, because it's easier. It is easier. And that's not what this is about. This is about you going all in and remembering why you're here, what your vision is. And if you're telling your clients the same things that, it's okay, you're going to fall. There's going to be this moment where that dip is going to be there and it's going to be hard. But if you push through, it's going to be amazing. So, it's the moments where stress comes that causes you guys to grow the most. Just think about the things in your lives right now that have caused stress in your life. or has made you change. I've had major moments in my life. My back surgery. Where did that lead me? That led me to getting healthier and this whole journey. It's those moments that get put in your life that you have no idea how you're going to get through it, no idea why this came about and what you're going to do, that makes you, well, it doesn't make you make a change, but it certainly more than likely pushes you to make changes. And in step by step by step, that's what causes you to grow. So it's okay to get frustrated. It's okay to understand that there is a point in your journey that you're going to be in these dips, and it's really just about pushing through it. So I know that there's a lot of you guys that have been talking about quitting your jobs. Like, I want to be I want to do this. I want to be all in. I want to be a full-time coach. I don't want to have to worry about my job. I don't want to have to worry about getting fired from my job because I want to take care of my kids. I don't want to worry about all that stuff. And you are going amazing. You're going great. You're hitting it hard, and then you fall in that dip. And like I said, what happens? It's easier to quit. And you're like, well, I'm just going to stick with my job, and then I'll build this up as I go on. And I can't really focus on it too much right now. But I'm going to stick doing what I'm doing over here because it's easier and it's convenient and it's been there. And it was like you running up on this escalator that's going down, and you're right there. You're at that moment of hitting that spot. You're so excited. You're running, and you just get unmotivated, you get tired, something hits you, and then you stop and you go all the way back to the beginning because you didn't push through a hard time, through a struggle, through something that you were going through that could have made a major difference and change in your life. It's okay to have moments. I'm telling you this. It's okay to have moments. It's okay to be in that dip. It's pushing through it is what I'm trying to tell you. So, imagine this. A woodpecker, right, can sit there and pound 20 times on on thousands of trees, trying to get food, to eat, to live, to survive. So he goes to one tree and he knocks at it 20 times. Then he goes to another tree and he knocks at it 20 times. And he's not getting the food that he needs. And he's hungry. Here, there's this other woodpecker that is sitting there consistently pounding at this tree. And instead of going from tree to tree to tree to tree and starting over every single time, he's consistently staying at this tree. And he's hits it a lot more than 20 times. Instead of 20 times, he hit it 20,000 times. He had to hit it 20,000 times to get that food that he needed, to eat, to live, to survive. But he didn't give up. He kept going because he knew that there was something in there. That's the same for you guys. Instead of going from here to here to here to here to here and little bits and pieces, keep going, push through it. So there is something though that I've learned. Quitting is not always bad. And that's what I've learned in this book. And this is where this is coming from. It's called The Dip. So if this is enlightening you, go grab it. It's a quick, easy book. But quitting, there's a time for you to quit. And it's called strategic quitting, okay? It's about quitting the things that that aren't going to really benefit you towards your goals, towards your dreams, those things that we might want to do and that we put off the things that we should be doing. It's those other things that we need to quit. And it's about saying no and knowing your limits. One thing that I can tell you is that normally what happens is that people quit based on their short-term focus, based on their short-term emotions, right? We have something that hits us in our mind or hits us in our life, and it's like, all right, that's it, I'm going to quit. Like it hurts. Same with the workouts, right? We're pushing, we're going, and we're telling these people keep going, and they're like, well, I'm so sore, it hurts. Yeah, but it's not about that short-term benefit. It's about the long-term benefit, the health that you're going to get provided, everything else. And that's the same way in your journey. It is going to be tiring at times. It is going to be hard at times. There are times that you're going to have to make sacrifices, just like they do with food, right? You're going to have to make sacrifices in your business and in your organization, not your family time, but in other wasted time that I want to call it, to build this up, to provide you for more free time. It's about that long-term benefit. Quit thinking short time. Quit thinking short term. As long as you have your family under grasp, you have the time that's committed to them, and you're making those sacrifices of other things that you really, really, really want to do, you're sacrificing those short-term benefits for those long-term benefits and those long-term goals and the bigger picture in all of this. So when you think about it, though, you have three choices, right? You're either moving forward, you're either standing still, or you're either falling behind. It's a matter of what you want to do next. As long as you take a step and move somewhat forward, that's when you're going to continue to go forward, and you're not going to be stuck, and you're not going to be falling behind. Think about authors, right? How many times have there's been authors that have been put their publication in, they're trying to get their book signed, and nope, no, definitely not, no. And what happens after years of putting this in, after years of the time that they put in, and after years of hearing no, that one that consistently puts it out. No, this is my passion. This is my dream. I made this for a reason. This was placed on my heart for a reason. People are going to say yes. They hit their pot of gold. They find that one person that finally gave them that opportunity. And they found that piece of gold. And that piece of gold completely took over the rest of those years that they were working hard. Last but not least, what I want to say is, imagine it as a tire, right? There's a tire, and it's flat. You get a flat tire, and you're going in, you're putting the air in, filling up this tire, right? You're putting pressure in this tire. And that first 10 pounds of pressure that you put in that tire, what does it really do for the tire? It starts something, but it really doesn't give it the benefit, right? You can't ride on it on the first 10 pounds of pressure. You overload it, what's going to happen? It's going to explode, and then it really doesn't do what it's supposed to do, right? But it comes down to that last 10 pounds of pressure that gets put in. When it's close to full, that it gives you the most impact. That's how this works with you. That's how this works in your coaching. I'm not saying that I want you to go have tons and tons and tons of stress, but the pressure, the things the tasks, all those things that add up and build up on that tire once it hits that full. It's the pressure that you get put on that makes the greatest impact. It's not when everything is going amazing. It's not when everything is awesome, wonderful, fantastic, pink, fluffy clouds, cotton candy, rainbows, sunshines. It's when you're going through that storm, and after is this enlightenment of, we just went through all this and we survived. So, last but not least, I wanted to read this part in this book called The Dip. And it says, how dare you settle for mediocre? Just because you're busy coping with too many things on your agenda, racing against the clock to get it all done. The lesson is simple. If you've got as much as you've got, use it. Use it to become the best in the world, to change the game, to set the agenda for everyone else. You can only do that by marshaling all of your resources to get through the biggest possible dip. In order to get through that dip, you'll need to quit everything else. If it's not going to put a dent in the world, quit. Right now, quit and use that void to find the energy to assault the dip that matters. Go ahead, make something happen. We're waiting. I've seen your guys' dreams. I've seen your guys' goals. And if that is an important dip in your life, if that is the freedom of your family, if that is the freedom of you not worrying about that job, if that is the freedom of more time, more income, get through that dip and quit everything else that's going to cause you from surpassing that. Go and run and go all in, because there's no reason to give it 20%. What's the point? Go in now and make it happen. I love you guys. Bye.